Hello, this is Nina and welcome to the July energy update. Before we get into the July energy, I would like to go back and talk a little bit about the June energies. Now, there was one thing that popped up in the June video, if you saw that one, that was about a major player being taken out. They showed me this kind of chessboard and they took one of the players out, kind of one of the pieces on the chessboard out, and they told me a major player will be taken out of the game. And that can be read in many ways, and there's so many things that has been happening that I just, I have the news open here because I wanted to see, because for me it was one way, but it could be different ways for different countries and different people. So I'm just going to talk to you a little bit about a couple of things that I saw here. There was a general in Bolivia that got arrested. There is a new, the old General Secretary of NATO has been released, and so there is replacing him with a new one. Of course, we have Julian Assange was taken out of prison, so he is free now. The third running candidate of the presidency in the United States was not allowed to participate in the CNN debate, so he was kind of taken out on the possibility of participating. It's now talk about taking Biden out of the Democratic Party and replacing him with somebody else. There's all these things where somebody's kind of being taken out and replaced, and a movement. So now I understand there was just so many examples of that feeling of major people being taken out or replaced or put aside or whatever you want to call it. So I just wanted to address that first, so I could put away my phone now. Now, there was also a feeling of the energy of yellow, and I talked about that in the June update as well. And for me, that was very much about the sun energy, and it has been so many sunstorms, at least here where I live. I've been seeing it on the maps, when we've been feeling like we've been sitting on the boat recently. It's been really, really heavy, and also I saw the Schumann resonance was in the weather yesterday. So it's been a lot going on with the energies as well, and a lot of heat. There's been a lot of heat here where I live, and there's been a lot of heat in Europe in general. A lot of countries are having heat waves and up to 40 degrees Celsius, and it's just so much heat and sun energy, which is a both positive and negative thing, of course. So I hope that you have been maneuvering these energies of June to the best of your ability. I just wanted to kind of pick up the thread about that. And then I have to talk about July. Before I get into it, I just have to tell you that I have a dog lying on the floor in front of me. He's sick, and he will be probably maybe making some noise. And if I need to address him, I'm sorry, but I just need to kind of keep my eye on him. So just to have that said. He has cancer, so yeah, he's not in a good place. Anyways, so for July month, what I saw, or what was shown, was, first of all, I have to address a lot of turmoil. Okay, I'm sorry to say. It will be a lot of turmoil on the political arena. It will be a lot of turmoil, with weather, with heat, and also within ourselves, within the energies that's coming to the planet. There's a lot of turmoil. So, but I will tell you what they showed me. But the first thing that they showed me, which is a positive thing, is, I made this video in September 2022 where kind of all the angels and the guides, ascended masters, Jeshua, Christ, God, everybody kind of came together with one big message, and that was that we had anchored in, the future of a higher frequency energy. That back then they showed me the 5D frequency, but of course we might be going further than that. But that's what they showed me in 2022, and that was anchored in. Now, what they showed me today is that the future now is kind of pulling on us, meaning that we have kind of thrown the anchor into the future, where we have anchored in the 5D energy, and now we are kind of being pulled in. So it's not a matter of if we're going to come to that place or not. We have already anchored, but now it's a matter of pulling the rest into it. So they said the stage is set. We have anchored in the new reality in the future. So that will also, because when we're doing this shedding of the old, kind of being pulled into the new, that's when all this turmoil is happening, okay? Because this old energy cannot exist with this high frequent new energy that's coming in. So that's why all this turmoil is happening, because we need to shake it off. It's like the dog shaking the fleas off, right? That's kind of what's happening. Not in a negative way, but that was just an image that came to me. So the turmoil is to release the old energies, is what they said. And it will feel a lot of back and forth, up and down, it'll kind of like sitting on a boat for you individually, but also kind of for us on a general basis. There will be, we will feel unstable, okay? There will be lots of arguments happening. There's a lot of heat energy, not just, in the weather, but also within ourselves, because there's all this old anger that also needs to be released, okay? So do not judge yourself or others for that, please. It just needs to come out, okay? So major changes are coming, is what they said as well. And so you will see it also as a lot of drama within media, within politics. Kind of on the media stage, there will probably be a lot of drama this coming month. So be aware of that. Yeah. So they also mentioned severe drought. I have to bring that up. It's happening in the south of Europe. It's happening in Africa. It's probably also happening on the American continent, places where there's severe drought, and we really don't have enough water almost to save the crops. And in Africa, in some places they don't have enough water to give to people. So I'm sorry to say that will continue. I see that also for July month. It's sad, but it just is a fact that I have to address. Okay, so the heat will continue. The energies will kind of be a little bit all over the place, okay? I know that there's a lot of things happening. I know there's lots of sunstorms still, like they have predicted that's going to happen until 2025. And also the Schumann resonance, the magnetic field around the planet. I know also that there is a lot happening within the planetary system. I'm not an astrologer, so I can't really tell you the details. But yeah, there are plenty of other people that know, so look that up as well. So they told me this sentence, okay? They said regarding July, hold on to your hats, it's going to be a bumpy ride. And that's just, that's just a fact. We can't really change it. So what can we do to be able to maneuver these energies? Well, that's where they're coming in with some good advice. They said, step back, log off, and stay in the light. Okay, so that's their main advice for that came to me before I sit down today, that we need to do for ourselves, is try not to get dragged into all the drama, okay, because there is going to be a lot of drama. So try not to get dragged into it. It can be drama, of course, on the main stage of media on a global scale, but also in your own life, because of all this anger and heat energy that kind of needs to come out now. We are being shook in a major way right now, and it is for a purpose. They're not trying to hurt us on purpose. It's just because we need to get rid of this old energy, okay? It's going to take a while. It isn't done in a moment. And so we need to be patient with ourselves. We need to be patient with the people that we love around us. We need to be patient with our politicians and everything that's happening on that, that stage, because it takes time. Okay, so we're trying to adjust into this new energy, and it's difficult for many people. Okay, so please be loving and caring towards people in this time. With that being said, I'm also going to connect directly, because this is just something I have gotten, little whiffs here and there regarding July that I have written down. But I thought I would also sync down with you today and see if there's some additional messages and also additional advice from Spirit regarding the month of July. Okay, so let us sink down. And I encourage you to do the same. Just sink down, relax yourself while you are with me today, and receive the beautiful high frequent energy coming in. Maybe you will get your messages, some messages that is for you as well. Okay. Okay. Okay, thank you. So what they're showing me first today is an advice on how to kind of maneuver these energies in July. They're showing me someone who is sitting there painting and listening to classical music, being kind of in the flow. So what they mean about that is stay in your creative flow, because when you are in your creative flow, that's when you're connected most to your soul space, and then you will kind of disconnect from your ego mind and from all this drama that's happening. So that's a way to kind of get into a more flowing state. So if you are someone who likes to draw, who likes to knit, who likes to paint, who likes to play the piano or the guitar or sing or dance or create, sewing stuff or creating new food or beautiful meals, use that, whatever. I mean, baking, it's all creative doing. So that's a way for you to connect deep into your soul space. Okay, so they're really showing that as a way in this month. What else, Spirit? Yeah, I also felt a big presence kind of coming, not just near, but all the way up to my body. So you might be feeling something kind of coming from the outside onto your physical form. And that's just another way of them showing that they're present with you, okay? That they're helping us through whatever this month is going to bring. So don't be surprised if you're going to feel more energetically this month, because they also want to kind of hold us through this. We're not going to have to do this on our own, right? They're going to be present with us, helping us get through all of this. So don't be alarmed if you're feeling it on your physical form, okay? Because our physical form is also changing so much, because we are integrating this high frequent energy, right? And we are releasing the lower frequent energy. It's going to feel a lot in our physical form as well. So that's when they're kind of being here present and trying to help us release this old and bring in the new, okay? What else, Spirit? Yeah, keep your eye on the ball is what they're saying here as well. They're showing me someone kind of aiming with a bow and arrow. So keep your eye on the ball, meaning, what is the purpose of all this happening? Yes, the purpose is, of course, that we are awakening. The whole planet is awakening. We are entering a time of a higher frequent energy. And with that, this turmoil happening. So the aim of all of this is peace on earth, if you will. It is us living a harmonious, beautiful life. It is us, finally stopping all these wars and all this anger and all this old masculine energy. So kind of keep your eye on the ball here. Remember why we are going through this. And remember also, you chose to come here at this time. There was a call out for help for spiritual beings to be part of the shift of this planet at this time. And you rose your hand up and said, yes, I'll be part of that. That's why you're here, right? That's part of why you're here. So you're, of course, here mainly to live as a human and to experience what it's like to be a human, yes, but you chose this time for a reason. You could have come in, 200 years ago or 200 years from now, but you chose this time for a reason, and you chose to awaken in this time for a reason, because you chose to be part of the shift, okay? The shift in the energies, the awakening of the planet. So keep your eye on the ball and remember that you chose to come here at this time for a reason. So you are part of this awakening process for the planet, okay? Okay, yeah, thank you. Yeah. Remember also, when we are feeling a lot in our body, because our body is shifting so much, there might be pains and aches and anxiety coming up, trauma, wounds, all of that coming up. And when we are going through that, it can be on an individual level, but also on the global level, on the global scale. When we are going through that, we are so immersed in our physical form. And of course, ego will fight it and have opinions and, all that. We live in a duality world, and we live in a world where ego energy exists. It's going to be a time where you are needed in focusing on your body. So when we are in that kind of space, it's not that easy to connect with spirit, because we are dealing with energies that are so low frequent and also so tumultuous. Is that a word? Where the energies are kind of all over the place. And so we are not in an energy field of communicating with spirit. So in this time, you might feel abandoned. You might feel like, why are they not here? I'm not feeling them. I'm not seeing them. I'm not, I feel disconnected with spirit. It's because your attention and consciousness is needed with your body, okay? Because you are going through so much. They are always here, so they never left you. You're not alone. They are always here. But you might have trouble connecting with them when you're going through that much in your body, okay? So just be open for that. Trust that you do still have the connection. They are still with you. There's nothing wrong with you in that sense. You just need to go through this first and release this first, and then, the connection will be strong again, okay? What else, Spirit? What do you want to show me? Okay. They're talking about a Pleiadian presence again. Blue ray. Okay. Okay, so they're saying that the Pleiadian presence is very, yeah. Okay, so light beings from the Pleiadians are very present with us at this time. They want to help us heal, and they want to help us, they have also chosen to be part of this awakening, okay? They also heard the call. They also come to help you. Remember that many star seeds or star beings, many star beings are in light form. They have been on their planets, but they are in light form. They are kind of on the other side, so they're also helping. So you might feel them as belonging to a certain star system. That's one way. Another way is that there's also many star systems that have not so physical beings as we are. It all depends on what frequency they are vibrating on. Some are vibrating very low, as we are in this kind of physical form that we are in, but other forms are more non-physical. There are grades of being physical, okay? So some of them are kind of transparent looking, but they are still kind of in a semi-physical form, if that makes any sense. And so they can travel in a different way. So they can be present with us, okay? And also some of them have learned how to go out of their body, an out-of-body experience, and so they can travel with their astral being to visit us and help us and communicate with our astral being. So they can be present with us in many ways. I just wanted to explain that, because some people have trouble believing that star beings from other planets can be present with us. So that's the way they can be present, okay? And they can also not just project their astral, but they can also, because every light being is more than just what's inside of their physical form. They are also outside of their physical form. Like we can kind of travel with parts of our consciousness, right? So that's kind of a way they can communicate as well. Like we can communicate with each other on the other side of the earth, psychologically, or with a psychic reading or a mediumship reading or whatever, it's the same way. So they can be present with us and they can help us. And they say that they are very present now. The Pleiadians have been asked to participate very much in our earthly shift. There are many other star beings as well, but right now I feel like the Pleiadians are very present. Okay, so that's kind of what they showed me. And they will come in with a blue ray, and they have very high frequent healing abilities. So what they're saying with that is also accept those healings from the Pleiades. See if you can sit down. If you get a visitation of a blue ray, it might be them, or it can also be, of course, Archangel Michael. He's also kind of working together with the Pleiades. They both come in on the blue ray. Okay, so that was what I was shown, so I convey that. Okay, yeah. Okay, so they're showing me, like they did with the June update as well, they're showing me a lot of cosmic waves coming in, and it's coming also, as I said before, through the sun, and so it kind of enhances when we're getting the sun storms as well. But there's not just from there. It's kind of coming from different angles is what they're showing me. So there's different cosmic wave coming from different angles to our solar system right now. So it's as I said, it's this turmoil of energies, not just on our planet, but also, cosmic rays and cosmic energies as well. So we are feeling like we're sitting on a boat, and it's going to feel like that sometimes. And what you have to do then is just be gentle with yourself, okay? You have to set aside a time and space for you to integrate all of these energies, to actually feel them through, to just allow them to be. There's nothing wrong with you. There's nothing, go see a physician, go see a doctor if you feel like there's something wrong with you, by all means. I'm not saying don't do that. But it might just be that there's all these energies happening at once, and it's really, really getting to your physical form, okay? So that's kind of what they're showing me. So they keep repeating that, don't forget why you're here. This is part of the awakening process. It's part of the planet awakening. It's part of Gaia kind of rinsing herself. So keep the eye on the ball. And that's why I understand now why they showed me that bow and arrow thing, that we need to keep our aim at the end game here. And we need to remember why we came in this time. So, yeah. Anything else, Spirit, before I close it down? Yeah, of course. Thank you. So they're saying we love you so much. They are so proud of us for being here. And then they love us for raising our hand and saying, yes, we will be part of this earthly thing. We will be part of this awakening on the earth. So they love us dearly for doing that. And they are also part of it because they're helping us, and they are our support team, cheering us on and giving us healing and love. And so allow them to do that and allow them to hold you through all of this. But don't forget why you came. Don't forget what our job is here, right? Reach out to each other if you can, comment in the comment section and get to know each other. Reach out to each other, share how you are feeling about this. Reach out to me if you need to. I'll answer you. We are all in this together, and things will work out fine. We have already anchored it. Now it's just a matter of pulling the last, or the future is kind of pulling us. So we just need to kind of go along for the ride. It's happening whether we like it or not. There's no fighting it. So can we just then enjoy the ride as much as we can and be gentle with our bodies, be gentle with ourselves, and keep the eye on the ball. We know why we came here. It's a huge job, I know. For the human, it's really rough. But your higher selves are rejoicing in happiness because it's finally kind of happening, right? What we came for. So if you can look upon it from that perspective as well, even though the body is really going to feel it, okay? You have my love. Thank you so much for participating. I'm wishing you a beautiful month. I also will remind you that I'm going to try and make weekly videos as well, where I pull cards and we get some spirit messages and some advice on how to maneuver all of this. And I will try and put them out on Sundays or Mondays, okay, for the coming week, okay? Just so you know that. And also I'm making a series about how we can connect better with our spirit team. So if that's something that interests you, then keep your eye out for that as well, okay? Thank you so much. Till the next time I see you.